How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the LAM, the LAM. We're here for episode 12. And as you can see,
you know what's up.
Michigan fans,
you know the topic of the day,
are here to represent the M. Let them know what happened last night.
It's a good day, man. Last night, Michigan, UConn in the national championship game, and Michigan pulled it out. I don't know how.
It was a close one.
It was probably one of their worst games of the season, at least shooting-wise, but they brought it on defense, able to bring it home. First one in 37 years. It's crazy.
Wow. Did you guys go in 2000 to something? Was the finals?
We went to the finals in 2018, 2013. We lost like 4 straight finals since we last won a championship, so this one feels good.
Yeah, no,
and,
that's sweet.
You got to pick UConn over here. You know?
I mean, listen, like
it's a fair pick. I understand it.
Honestly, after watching that game, I think like definitively, I don't know how you say there was any other better team in college basketball this year. Like, they did exactly what they want. Like, UConn did their job. Yep. They did exactly what you needed to do. You shut them down. They only scored in the paint. I mean, they were close on rebounds. Like,
Michigan basically played UConn's game.
Yeah, exactly.
And somehow beat them at it.
And like that was the whole thing. It's like UConn had a perfect first half, and they were down 6 at half.
Yeah,
So it's like you're just playing a better team.
Yeah,
you're just playing a better team at that point. It's more of like a Jimmy's and Joe's things than X's and O's at that point. So that's where I kind of just end. It was a great tournament though.
It was.
Oh my God.
It was such a great tournament. From High Point to there was like another upset.
Iowa.
That
was hype.
Yeah, honestly, this was like one of the most fun tournaments I've seen in a while, and it's because like last year we only had 1 seeds in the final. Yeah. I realized we didn't have that much different in the Final Four, but the Elite Eight was electric this year.
It was.
Yeah.
The Elite Eight had a lot going on, so love the tournament.
And I was talking to Lucas earlier. Like, we watched a national champion live.
I was thinking about that. Yeah,
because we went to the Michigan game for the round of 64, and I want to give a quick shout out to the coach, Dusty May. He kind of took this team from the dumps, but he wasn't completely unknown because I saw that he was coaching FIU when they were in the Final Four in 2023 against San Diego State, I believe.
Yep.
So he's not completely foreign to this kind of winning culture. So he kind of came in, took Michigan, picked them up, and they just won a title. And shout out to the Wolverines overall. I mean, you said hockey, they're pretty good at. I mean, obviously football, they just won a couple years back with JJ, and I think it's really awesome that just by the strike of chance, the dude, our homie on this podcast, his favorite team just won the national freaking championship. So
what's the celebration like for you? I know you're not with your friends probably. You're just stuck in your dorm, but still.
Well, no, I was watching it with my friends. They were watching it I was mainly watching it by myself in the first half, which I kind of like it that way.
Yeah.
But they were watching with me in the second half, especially, giving me a little bit when UConn was coming back at the end. But they pulled it out, and I don't know, I'm not used to seeing my team win championships, so it's kind of like.
No, I'm not letting this narrative fly. I'm not letting this narrative
put it this
fly.
Way. I'm going to be 21 years old this year. I've seen the Cavs when I was 10, and then Michigan football 2 years ago. That's only 2. I mean.
And the Browns put up a fight against Kansas City in the playoffs a couple years back.
But I feel like
you can't do this argument. I'm from the city of losers. I've won nothing my entire life. I would kill for that. Yeah,
but you like Ohio State, don't you?
Okay, all right, listen.
I mean, that's somewhat comparable.
I guess. Yeah, no, I'll give you that. I think
just in general, it's a surreal feeling.
Yeah, I bet.
Going into the season, I thought Michigan would be good. They were ranked in the top 5 at the beginning of the year, but I didn't think, especially after the first couple games, they were barely
losing to Purdue. Yeah,
they were barely squeaking by. I didn't know what this team was going to look like, but man, am I happy they won.
Congrats, man.
College basketball,
happy for you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you, guys.
And college basketball just kind of means more because of March Madness,
it does.
feels like. When you're in that 64, 68 team tournament and you still come out on top, that's awesome. Yeah. That is really cool.
Especially when you scored 90-plus in every single game besides the championship, which needs to be talked about too. So, overall, an insane run by Michigan. Before we move on, we have a winner of the record March Madness tournament. I want to give a quick shout-out to everyone who participated. Sol, Raina, Charlotte, Marcus, Devin, Grace, and then obviously us 3, Lucas, Aiden, and myself, Matthew. We're going to go over the top 3, starting with third place. He's sitting right next to me, Lucas.
Attaboy.
He came in third place with 74 points.
I'll take the podium.
So shout out to Lucas for getting a nice bracket there. In second place, give it up for Raina with 75 points. She had her 75 points last week before the Final Four and the championship even played out.
She knows ball.
And believe it or not, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I want to shout out Raina. Absolutely.
Yeah. She
I don't
killed it in the round of 64.
I don't want to like expose, but like I don't assume Raina's the biggest college basketball fan.
I think you'd be surprised.
Really?
I talked to her
maybe
a little
I'm
bit.
wrong.
She has ball knowledge.
Does she? Okay.
Yes.
Well then maybe
she was talking to me about Bill's trades and stuff like that. So shout out to Raina for getting second place. For the winner, drum roll please. He's sitting 2 spots over from me. Aiden Wright. I don't know if you're on Spotify, man, but you just won a $30 Spotify gift card.
I love it. I'm more thankful than anything else in the world for this.
Even if you don't have Spotify, you could start a Spotify account for 3 months if you want.
Honestly, yeah, that's actually not a great idea. That's a great idea.
Or just if you want to host a thing in the future and use that as a prize.
Yeah, that's just hold it till
congratulations.
Christmas. Free Christmas gift. Somebody.
You had 80 something points.
What was it? Just 80?
80 points.
80 points.
Because you had Michigan going to the final, which gave you that 5 points to get you from 75 to 80. So if Michigan didn't go to the final, it would have been a tie with Raina, which we don't know what we would have done yet. But congratulations, man.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
I'm so happy that we were able to do this tournament with everybody. We got some participation, and it was super fun.
Close finish, too. Well, we got 80, then 75, then 74.
Yeah,
went down to the wire.
So that was really exciting. I do want to shine some light on UCLA, the women's basketball team. They mollywopped, if that's even a term. I remember saying that in like 2016. 79 to 51. Back-to-back 20-point losses in the Natty for South Carolina.
They deserved it, though. That coaching thing at the end of the UConn game, I don't know if you guys saw that.
I saw that.
That was ridiculous, and I was genuine smile, like, just grew across my face when I saw that score because, like, I don't know, that was ridiculous. And they were talking so much. Like, I don't know if you guys saw this, but the South Carolina coach was like, it was earlier in the tournament. They were like, we have to play UConn every year. And you beat them, but then you still lost. So I don't know. It's just like maybe you don't have that championship, pedigree.
I would say the worst part about that, not even like the post game, whatever, the fact that they're in the national championship game. And I like Dawn Staley. Dawn Staley's a great coach. I think she's won like 3 national championships.
Balenciaga
but
thing.
We're in Balenciaga, not even a South Carolina logo on her. No. Come on. How are we allowing that?
Absolutely. That's so silly. Like, there's a time and place. You know what I mean?
You're trying to have a fashion show while you're coaching the national championship game.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that is something to be talked about. And I believe it is UCLA's first ever for their women's basketball.
Which is crazy because the men's has like 11. So I was kind of surprised it's the women's first.
Shout out to UCLA. Shout out to Michigan. They're rewriting history at this point. Yeah. And still, shout out to the losers, even though we kind of, dissed on South Carolina. They still made it, past all those teams. In UConn, I think I found a fun stat. The men and women's UConn basketball teams, one of them's been in the national championship since 2008, I believe.
That's crazy.
I think besides the COVID year, I think one of the two has been in either the championship or the Final Four.
An even crazier stat for the men's, I think that was their first loss past the Sweet 16 since like 2009. Like they just don't lose. They don't lose in the tournament.
So yeah, we witnessed some good basketball this past month. And
absolutely.
On to professional playoffs where we'll kind of segue into NHL with our home team of the Sabres. With the biggest news, they didn't have to play a game, but they broke their playoff drought.
They clinched
14 years.
It was
crazy.
Massive. I mean, it was so cool. Like honestly, like
little anticlimactic.
When it's not your game, it's hard.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And then they went out and got smoked by Ottawa. Like I made that like
sad.
I made the tweet like after those first 2 goals, bro. They were just like they were clearly hammered. Like they just came off celebrating. Like they had a good time. Like Lyon let in like 2 goals on 3 shots. It was like these guys. Like I don't blame them. Like it's hard to not sleepwalk when you get news like that the same day, and then they're like, okay, go play this game and care against a team that's also in the hunt for a playoff spot.
I see the same thing in the NBA too. It's basically just at the end of the season where you're just trying to stay healthy, trying to get to the playoffs.
Yeah, that's all it really was. Like, I mean, and then obviously we had that Tampa game last night where you see a little life in us, and that's like very reassuring because that's a good team. And also, we've kind of developed a bit of a rivalry with them this year.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And to see them care about that type of game, that gives me hope for the playoffs. But like when they're playing against Ottawa the day of, or I forget who they played, and that's the game in between the two.
Washington,
who they also lost to Washington.
Yeah, they got smoked.
Yeah, like I can excuse those two.
Yeah, they've been on a bit of like, not a downward spiral. That's being dramatic, but they've lost a couple. They've lost like 5 games of their last like 8, but I still think they're still sitting at 47, 23, and 8. I mean, who even thought they would even sniff this at the beginning of the season?
Nobody, not a soul. Like,
that's what makes it so much better.
Yeah,
and I think that's also why I'm gonna be honest. Seeing some of the videos, like, give us the cup. It's like just give us a win in the first round. You know what I mean? But I'm excited for Sabres fans. I'm excited because the Sabres can actually clinch home ice advantage if they just, finish top 2 in this Atlantic Division, which they're tied for number 1 right now. So I believe if it ends up being a tie, we'll just, both get home ice advantage. But, man.
Yeah, again, I'm still trying to figure out how the playoff
So right
brackets
now,
work.
The 2 teams that we would be playing is either the Bruins or Canadiens.
I heard they're matched up against Montreal, but I did hear that before the game last night, so I don't know how that works now.
Sabre fans, I love us to death. This is such a great year happening for us. If we play the Canadiens in the first round, let's pack it up and go home, guys.
Really?
Whoa.
No,
Really?
their home ice advantage is probably the best home ice advantage in all of the NHL. Like, they get that place rocking. Like, we're not going to win a game away.
Okay.
And that means that we have to be absolutely on point every single home game. And I don't know how that's going to happen or work out for us. If we play the Bruins, I think it's like not an easy trip to the second round, but I do think like
it's a more winnable
series
matchup,
for sure. But if we play the Canadiens, guys, like, that's from the bottom of our heart here. Let's all be real. We're packing it up. Like, there's no way we're getting out of the first round.
You say that, and I know playoffs, different environment, but Boston is actually a better home team than Montreal is this year. 28-10-1 at home, and they're actually 15-16-8 on the road.
Montreal, like, I've seen so many videos, and then I think they were in the playoffs last year too.
That's why, like, playoffs is a completely different environment. You can't even really compare it.
I also think, though, to the point of we haven't seen Buffalo in a playoff hockey situation in, over
14 years.
14, 15 years. So that could very much apply here. Like, I was going to say this right before I got into this a little bit. This city is going to become alive more than the Bills could ever make it, which is like a fact. Like, Buffalo is a hockey town.
It's what I've heard since the day I got here, honestly.
When we go, so I don't know, we haven't really made a set plan for it yet, but like, if we end up going to the Plaza for the game 1, it will be the most mad place I'll probably ever see in like my life living in Buffalo.
That's why I want to go.
It's gonna be
I want to
crazy.
see it firsthand.
I'm thinking we can honestly talk about that. So Party in the Plaza, they used to do it like actually, right outside the stadium, but I think the statue is actually interrupting how they would have done that.
Yeah, the French Connection.
They're moving it across the street. And I wanted to talk to you guys, like we would honestly probably have to take the subway.
Yeah,
because there's no way we could park down there.
No, but honestly, the parking, like the subway parking, is pretty easy because we could
just go to like
UB
LaSalle
South
or UB.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm definitely going to that.
100%. Yeah, I'm going to. Yeah.
100%.
It's just like, if you're in Buffalo and you're watching this, you need to be down there.
Yeah, as a journalist, as a fan, like, we need to document this.
Yeah, literally. Like, game 1 after a 15-year drought, and it will probably be somewhat nice out. I mean, end of March, like, maybe even if it's kind of raining, I bet people will be out. You have Allen Street right down there. Like, the city of Buffalo, downtown Buffalo, will actually be so crazy, and let alone if we win the first game. Because
I want to get like an aerial shot too.
That's honestly, I would love to go to the very first game. I think that'd be electric. And do Sabres fans jump through tables like Bill? Like, Is that a little crossover there or no?
No.
Yeah, honestly, I could not tell you.
We will
we're gonna
see
find
what
out.
Sabres fans get into.
We're going to be tailgating at the Harbor Center.
We're going to be tailgating at the subway station or something.
We actually did that once in high school. We had a game in the Harbor Center for my high school team, and a bunch of the guys came ahead of time, and I don't even know if it counts as tailgating. We just hung out in the parking garage of Harbor Center,
Nice.
and we drank like 3 beers.
So that's exciting. The playoffs begin April 18th, so we got 11 days.
Yeah.
We'll have all the opponents sorted out, which I'm excited for. But 4 games left for the Sabres. I think obviously like what I'm excited for in terms of regular season is the Stars game. It's the final game because they're a good team. You know what I mean?
Huge test.
So that's going to be a fun one. But yeah, what a year from the Sabres.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Gave us something to talk about. I mean,
we needed
last
it.
year
Yeah,
it'd be
seriously.
like talking about the lottery or the draft or who knows. So that was crazy to even see us getting out of the playoff drought.
I might just be good luck. I come
Maybe.
here, Michigan wins the championship. Sabres are good. I mean, didn't really help for the Bills, but
Yeah, honestly.
I don't think there's anything I can do about that.
I think the final point I wanted to make, because you were kind of talking about who has the edge in terms of our playoff. Lindy Ruff will give us some. At least I hope he'll give us some skin in the game, because he has went to the playoffs with teams. And did he win a cup with the Stars?
I don't know.
Or did he
I know
get
he.
to the cup with
I
the
know he
Stars?
got to the cup for sure.
So he has some skin in the game in terms of Stanley Cup playoffs, which I think that's going to help us a little bit.
I think Alex
as well as our home field advantage.
I think Alex Tuck's definitely been to the playoffs with Vegas, didn't he?
Yeah,
I think he was. Yeah. So that's really.
Yeah, so you got a couple guys with some experience.
Yeah, and so just on players real quick. Josh Norris getting a goal the other night was absolutely massive against Tampa. He's kind of been on a bit of a cold streak. And then Alex Tuck just played so well. And, like, when you could get 2 guys like that playing, very well, like that just gives you so much hope for the playoffs.
Yep.
Just gives you so much hope, especially like a good team against Tampa.
What do you guys know about this? I think we just got him, Sam Carrick.
Carrick, scrappy.
Where's he from?
Could not tell you.
Because I seen him, he was like, I'm just glad it was the Sabres.
Yeah,
like,
no.
heck yeah. Like that's what we want to see from a player.
Which is so funny because, Kevin Adams, our old GM's biggest thing was there's no palm trees in Buffalo. Like, people want to go. I get it. People want warmer climates. They care about the taxing situation. But at the end of the day, a lot of these players want to go somewhere that's winning.
Yeah.
Yep.
They want to go to an organization they can look at and say, maybe it's not the most well-run, but at least they have an idea of what they're doing. And now that we finally got that, I think we're going to see a huge, uptick in bigger stars who want to come to Buffalo.
Yeah, and it's not just about winning. It's about they want to be a part of the culture. I mean, the Sabres, they're hot right now, and you can tell with the fan base is buzzing. Guys want to play for that.
Yeah, they just had a couple beers and everything worked out. You know what I mean? And that's...
No, yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
No, that's the really cool part is if you come to Buffalo, you're worshipped as a god if you're a star. That's really what it is. Think about Josh, think about Darlene, think about Doan recently. He was just signed by us, and now you can't. I was talking to my girlfriend's cousin the other day, and he was like, "Yeah, Doan's my favorite player." These guys, they have half a good season, a good full season, and you become something else to the city of Buffalo, which I do think is really cool if you have the opportunity as a player.
And we don't have a lot of guys that are like that, Tage Thompson, obviously Alex Tuck, but before that, I mean, it's been since one of my players that I always remember is Tyler Ennis, 63.
Yeah,
that was my guy, back in that day, or Tim Connolly, people of that nature,
Pominville,
Vanek.
Yes, exactly.
Oh my God, you would see hundreds of Vanek jerseys in a night at the Sabres game.
Dude, you
Thousands.
still do. You know what I mean? You become something else when you come to the city of Buffalo and you perform, which I do think kind of makes us an attractive spot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Did you said you watched the game last night?
Yeah.
Did Hagel play for the Lightning? I don't see him on.
I think so. I wasn't really paying attention. He's a forward. He's the guy who started all those fights, essentially, and punched Darlene when he was on the.
Yeah, he did.
When he was on the
That's
ice.
why I wanted to
So
see
dirty.
if he played, because I saw a clip. I think it was on Instagram of someone had a punching bag and put Hagel on it. Some people were punching on the way into the arena.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, no, and also there was this thing that happened a couple weeks ago where Hagel took a pretty brutal hit, and it was literally like he did the same exact hit on, I think it was Darlene in our Tampa Bay game.
Yeah.
And all of Tampa Bay Twitter was crying about it, saying that like the person that hit Hagel should get like a 4-game suspension. Hagel is a dirty player.
I saw that one game and I knew that guy's dirty.
Yeah, and it's his job to do. I get that, but like at the same time, for fans to cry about like your dirty player getting hit dirty, like no, you don't get to do that. Like that's his job. You take some, like you get hit in the face, and sometimes you hit other people in the face. You know, it happens.
So yeah, shout out to the Sabres, man. It's giving us something to be happy about, to talk about, and I wanted to mention, because you were talking about palm trees, Panthers, they just got booted from the playoff contention, which is it's cool to see. You know, winning teams are getting eliminated. Even the Rangers, like I think they're already done, and they were just in the playoffs a couple of years ago. So it's cool that we're getting our chance here, and I'm really excited for it the next couple of weeks.
That's what makes the NHL so fun. Is like it seems to like the NHL sets its teams up really good for success, where like it kind of rotates. Like there's not really like that much of a dynasty aspect.
That's what I've noticed. Honestly, it feels like a lot of teams that, like when I was watching hockey, like Ottawa, for example, they're 40-27. I feel like, are they not terrible most years?
No,
they are. They're usually at the bottom with the Sabres.
That's what I thought.
100%.
So I was kind of surprised to see teams like that doing real well this year.
So that's exciting. 2 things I want to mention. We're not going to go crazy in depth about the NFL, but the April 7th today, off-season workouts begin for the Bills. So that's exciting. And Josh Allen is a father, so shout out to him.
Yeah, shout out Josh. Girl dad.
I was wondering about that. I saw Shador, obviously, and Judkins walking into the facility today. I was like, I didn't know they were starting stuff this early. So
okay, so the Browns are also starting today.
I think it's voluntary.
I think it's because they got a new coach. I think you get to start a little bit earlier.
Yeah,
I think
is what it is.
Oh, okay.
That's why Bills started too with Joe Brady.
Yep.
Cool. So that's exciting. The NBA season is ending on the 12th, so that's kind of about the same time as NHL. Right now, Pistons are owning the East, and Thunder is owning the West.
Poor Luka. Out.
Yeah.
I'm going to be talking about the Lakers on our live show next Monday.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Go check that out, guys. Buffalo Sports Insider. It's literally posted all the way behind us. But we go live on Mondays at what time? Like 8:30?
Next Monday
like
at 8:30.
All right, 8:30. Yeah, make sure to check that out. It's honestly a really good show.
In the description.
Yeah.
Let's talk some baseball.
I think Aiden should start. I was actually pretty surprised to see how things went down last night for the Blue Jays. So I'm kind of curious what you're thinking.
Oh, all right. There's been a lot of talk about how last year everyone talks about how the Blue Jays were the better team and the Dodgers just won. I believe that to be true. I do believe that to be true.
I think that's true too.
But you can't compare this series to last year at all. The Blue Jays last year, we cycled through 52 players on our main roster. This year, we've already gone through 32.
Damn.
Like, our entire team is hurt. Like, just to list off a few, Jose Barrios, 15-day IL. Shane Bieber, 15-day IL. Yesterday, Max Scherzer comes out with forearm tendonitis.
Is that why he left in the second? I was curious about that.
And then Bowden Francis, 60-day IL. Yimi Garcia, 60-day IL. This is only pitchers. Our starting catcher, Alejandro Kirk, broken thumb, out. Cody Ponce, he's another pitcher, 60-day IL. Trey Usavich, still on the IL. Wow. Like, our entire team is hurt, and I get it. We blew it against the White Sox. That's entirely Tyler Heineman and Brandon Little's fault. Tyler Heineman blew 2 games in a row. We literally got tied. We were tied in the 9th inning because of a sacrifice bunt, and we ended up getting walked off. Like, it is ridiculous to me that, like, anybody can compare the last year's Blue Jays to the Blue Jays we're playing. I get it. We got throttled by the Dodgers last night. We're probably going to get throttled again because Yamamoto's pitching, and we'll probably get throttled the day after because Shohei's pitching. I get that. Our entire team is injured. You can't take any of this. Like, we're 4-6, whatever. I don't care. Our entire roster's hurt.
I think if you're taking like that much into the first 10 games of the season, you just got to stop.
Yeah.
Like, if you're like, oh, dude, this team is cooked because they're 4-6 in the first 10 games of a 162 game season, it's like, come on.
And you know what? Also, the thing is, like, Blue Jays, you leave too many men on.
The one thing I noticed every time I've looked at their scores, I know injuries like you were just saying, but their bullpen is terrible. Oh my God!
Brendan,
4 runs, 3 runs, 4 runs. Like
his name's Brendan Little.
Brendan Little didn't even pitch last night.
Well, because we DFA'd him.
And actually, funny enough, you mentioned Heineman. He was the best relief pitcher last night.
Yep, and he's a backup catcher.
He's backup catcher?
Yeah, because we had to go position players last night.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, like, I mean, that's what I mean. Like, we don't have anybody. So, luckily, we were bringing up, oh, my God, we just signed Pat Corbin.
Okay.
Yeah,
I know Pat Corbin.
We need him. And, like, that's the thing. Like, we're literally signing anybody right now because we need the relief pitchers.
We just need arms.
And, yeah, like, also, you guys need to help offensively hitters. Vladdy, let's be real here. You can't have your first home run of the year 2 games ago. You can't. You can't have your first home run. Like, I love you. You're an RBI king. But we're at this point now where we really don't have a 2-hitter. Like, we really, like, we're rotating between, like, Nathan Lucas and I have no idea who else. But, like,
you got this Sanchez dude.
Sanchez has been good. He's been solid.
Okay, it's Jesus Sanchez. I didn't know they had him.
Yeah, and then we have, like, Akamoto batting cleanup. That's really good. Like, he's been playing really well. That signing seemed to work out phenomenal for us so far. He's got to do a little work on third, but overall his defensive play has been very good. I mean, what it really comes down to the Blue Jays is you're hurt.
Yep.
So you have to take everything with a grain of salt. You can't leave men on. And we'll win a couple more games. You know what I mean? And that's what it is.
See, who do they got coming up? They got to finish the series with the Dodgers, obviously. But
finish with the Dodgers, and then I have the schedule right here.
Twins. Yeah,
Twins. And then Brewers, which Twins, maybe we can get a couple of good ones. And Brewers is going to be a tough outing. But that means the Diamondbacks and Angels, you guys got to show out. You guys have to show out. And I might be going to that Guardians game on the 24th.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Should I jump into Guardians from
there?
Yeah,
absolutely. I think that covers Blue Jays.
I'll start off first off. We got a move they made. They moved up prospect Juan Brito. Gabriel Arias went down with IL. I didn't even know he got hurt. I saw they moved up Brito last night. But Arias is actually playing well. Brito, another prospect the Guardians have been clinging to forever. Finally getting his chance in the show. I'm hoping he plays well. He was actually pretty good in spring training. But as for the week, they closed out that series against the Dodgers. Gavin Williams pitched a gem to win that series, and then they went and played Chicago. Chase DeLauder's still a beast. Keeps hitting home runs. Parker Messick actually is played really well through. I think he has 2 starts so far. He leads the team. He has an under 1 ERA. He's only let up 7 hits. He's only let up 1 run, which was a home run, and he's only walked 3 batters, and that was against the Dodgers and the Cubs.
Yeah.
So I mean, the Guardians are just somehow a pitching factory. I don't know how they do it.
No, yeah. And, like, when you have the kind of, like, low-salary team like that, like, that's what you need. Like, think about, like, Mariners. Like, they're the exact same way.
Yeah.
You know? They have a couple of good hitters, but, like, it's really their pitching that shows.
Yeah. And then they lost to the Royals last night, in which was Jose Ramirez set the record. He's played the most games in a Cleveland uniform ever. He's going to have a statue. He's going to be in their Hall of Fame. His face is going to be all over that franchise till that franchise goes under.
Forever.
So he was an Indian at some point?
Yeah, he played. Okay. He started. I think he debuted in like 2013.
Wow.
And I mean, he has continually taken pay cut after pay cut to stay with the team. So I mean, that guy's going to have.
Heck yeah, I love guys like that.
Yeah, he's going to have a free. He's never going to have to pay for a meal, for anything in Cleveland ever again.
What would you guys do in that situation? Let's say you're Jose Ramirez. You've been drafted by the Guardians. You know, you are essentially like a god in Cleveland. You're going to have all those things. Do you think you ever leave at some point and maybe just go chase a ring, like something? Or even the money?
I don't know, man.
I think the fact that you said he was drafted in 2013.
Yeah, I think
the fact that it's, this many years later at this point, he's already, like, this is his dream, I think.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if ring chasing at this point in his career is his dream. Like, I feel like he's living the dream.
Yeah.
That's probably
literally
why
the face of a franchise.
Yeah, that's amazing.
And what was I gonna say?
It's actually inspiring. Like, if I was a baseball player, I'd be like, that's all I want, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. He actually he was in talks to go to Toronto a couple of years ago.
Yeah. Well, I would compare him to, like, honestly, like Jose Bautista for, like, the Blue Jays. Like, never really won much, but he is still idolized to this day in Toronto. Like, you can't go without seeing Bautista or the bat flip. Like, it is, he'll always be an iconic part of Blue Jays history. So I kind of get what you're saying, too,
honestly,
with Jose Ramirez.
I think some of the reason he won't leave is he was on that 2016 World Series team that blew the 3-1 lead to the Cubs. I genuinely think that haunts him.
Yeah.
I think he wants to win one in Cleveland so bad because he lost that. I'm serious. I think that thing haunts him. Man, if we can get one before he retires.
Maybe just a good luck charm, like sticking in Buffalo. Michigan just won.
I'm
see what happens. Like, if the Sabres win the Cup, bro, you're not going home to Rochester. I'm sorry.
Yeah, man. Maybe Sabres, Stanley Cup, Guardians, World Series.
Browns
I'll even
Bills,
take Toronto.
AFC Championship.
Yeah.
I'll take Toronto.
Yeah,
Bills, Browns,
nice
AFC Championship game. That would be something.
But I just wanted to, because I saw the Indians logo. I'm not gonna obviously state any opinions on here. That was just a clean logo.
It is.
So
like,
good.
I saw that the other day. I was like, damn, that's just a good logo.
It is a good logo.
Because I had went to a Cleveland game, one that was the logo, and it was just so sick. I mean, it's better than the C.
Yeah.
I like their new C. I don't mind their, like, the angel wings on the ball. Like, their stuff's decent nowadays, but they're never gonna be. That logo's iconic.
That logo is. What are you? Is it like a baseball? Is like your mascot?
Well, we use the C now, which I like. Cool. I like the C.
Yeah.
But it's like angel wings on a baseball. And it's got like a G in it. Yeah. It's okay.
Honestly, if you have to change your team name, I really loved it when it was the Washington football team.
That just worked for them,
dude. Like the Cleveland baseball team, that kind of goes hard.
Speaking of, how is the Utah Mammoth doing?
NHL?
The Mammoths?
Yeah, let's check them out.
I kind of forgot they changed their name to the Mammoth.
So that was Arizona, right?
That was Arizona. Then they were just the Utah Hockey Club, and now they're the Mammoth. They're actually pretty good. They're 40-30.
Oh.
Okay, so
wow.
They'll be in the...
Maybe they're due for a little Vegas run. Like first year with the new name. Go to the Stanley Cup.
That'd be sweet. That'd be cool. I mean, honestly, I kind of just forgot that they were.
Yeah.
I forgot about it too until we were talking about team names.
Or like I'll see them come up against the Sabres. I'm like, what is that logo? Like, oh.
Yeah.
I don't have too much on the Mets. We went through a rough series with St. Louis, to be honest. Yeah. We won the first one, but then we dropped the next two. And we even went to extra innings in a 2-1 loss. It's just like, that just sucks. But I was actually really happy with the San Fran series because we started rough, but it was a 4-game series. We lost the first one, but we won the next 3 and outscored them 24-5 in those games. So I don't know, what happened because we lost 7-2 in the first game against San Fran, but we were able to pick that back up. The Arizona series starts tonight, so that's exciting. And other than that, there's a Juan Soto calf injury that we're monitoring. Which is just unfortunate.
Yeah.
But Clay Holmes is 2-0. He's been holding it down pitching. And Francisco Alvarez leads with 3 home runs on the team.
That's sweet. And then I think Vientos is doing pretty well too.
I was gonna ask you how Bo Bichette's doing. I was gonna say, you keeping up with him?
Yeah, he's horrible. Mets overpaid for him. And you know what? I'm so happy about it. Genuinely, another thing that just makes a smile creep across my face is just looking at Bo Bichette's stats.
Professional hater over here, man.
Yeah, him, Aaron Judge, Shadur Sanders.
Aaron Judge, I'm on that train. So.
But yeah, no. Mets are. I can't tell if the Mets are gonna win the World Series or not make the playoffs again.
Yeah, I think they got to be in the playoffs. If they miss playoffs 2 years in a row with Soto, I mean, that's a problem.
Did you guys see? I don't know. This might be super niche, but during I think it was the Marlins-Yankees game, they started chanting F1 Soto.
Really?
Yeah, just in the bottom of the 8th. It's
typical,
why are you guys talking about Juan Soto? He left 2 years ago. Yankee fans, get over it.
Typical,
you know what I mean?
Typical Yankee fan activities. So I'm not too surprised by that.
What's it? How many strikeouts does he have?
Bichette?
Yeah.
12.
What
12
a bump.
strikeouts, 6
Leads the
ribs,
team in
no
strikeouts.
homers, 9 hits, 4 runs, 2 doubles.
Bot.
He's batting 200. It's better than it was last week. So
Contact hitter, though.
And how many MLB teams are there? 32?
30?
30. I think there's 30.
So if we can get 27 people in the comments to also provide updates on
Yeah.
every
Yeah.
single team, that would be awesome.
You need it to in the MLB. You can't follow every
Yeah.
team. It's impossible.
Yeah,
I mean, I tried really hard last year, but I don't know. And also, since your team plays everyone at least like once or twice,
Yeah.
you're going to find out what's happening around the league. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? And if you keep up with your divisional rivals too, you're just going to find out.
Yeah.
So that's why MLB is cool, but also kind of brutal at the same time.
It's just a long season.
Yeah, it
And I'm
is.
still proud of my dude Aiden because he wasn't a baseball guy.
No, I
And
was
he
not.
documented that journey on the website,
I did, and honestly,
which is actually really cool because, like, if you were talking to somebody, be like, that dude's a diehard baseball fan. You know what I mean?
like, well, that's
In a year.
Yeah. I mean, baseball is, I think you can become really knowledgeable about it because there's 162 games.
Yeah.
You know, like, and if you really get into it, like, you're watching baseball every night.
Yeah, you can watch it literally. The Guardians are playing a game right now.
Yeah, like, but that's also why it's so cool. It's so
Yeah.
cool that
Yeah.
at 3 p.m. on a Tuesday you can.
Yeah, it's like March Madness, where it's like Thursday, it's just a game in the middle of the day, just throw it on. It's
Exactly.
just baseball literally all season long.
When I actually grow up, it's actually gonna be a problem at work.
No, yeah, that's when it's like the best. Like when there's just TV at your job, and like just a baseball game is on.
Yeah.
I can't lie, I do that now at my job. I'll watch baseball.
You gotta
I,
get-
I don't have a
gotta
TV
get through the
anymore
shift
at my
somehow.
job, but when
No,
I used
yeah.
to, I would just like the Yes channel would be on. That was always a fun channel. So yeah, there's our MLB update. We're always gonna provide the viewers with that every week.
100%.
But we're gonna end things off on UFC. It's been a couple weeks because we really haven't had too much to talk about. But I'm just excited because we're going to be getting a light heavyweight championship this weekend between Yuri Prochazka, Carlos Ulberg. Yuri's 4th title fight, and he has a chance to become a 2-time light heavyweight championship, or 2-time light heavyweight champion.
And the funny thing about Yuri, he has not lost a fight in the UFC that's not Alex Pereira. He's beaten everybody not named Alex Pereira. So I'm curious how that's going to... Ulberg's been good lately, but he's been beaten up on...
He's on a 9-fight win
He's been
streak.
beating up on some older guys lately, so this is probably his biggest test yet. I think he can get it done, but Yuri just finds a way every time, it feels like.
Yeah, I mean, he's not going to go out without a fight.
Yeah.
So.
I might be putting you guys a little bit on the spot here, but as a not even casual, as a glancer at UFC, what should I be looking for from these two guys? Like fight wise, are they like more wrestling style jiu-jitsu, or are they more like stand up?
Yuri is just, if I'm
Kill.
talking, Yuri's just sporadic. Like, he's just going to go at him.
Okay.
Ulberg will stand out. He's got some power. It's going to be, that fight's going to be on the feet. They're going to be
Yeah,
swinging.
it will.
That's gonna be on the
That's
feet.
going to
It'll be
be
exciting.
That's going to be a good
This is
fight.
probably the most exciting UFC fight
In a little bit.
in a
at
little
least.
bit. Yeah, it's been a minute.
And this card was actually better than it was even is now. They had Joshua Van versus Tatsuya Taira on it. That got pushed to the next pay-per-view, I think, due to injury.
Jeez.
But it's still a pretty decent card for, I guess, UFC 2026 standards.
Josh Hockett, he's getting a shot.
Yeah.
He was a former NFL player.
What? Really?
Practice squad guy, but yeah.
I mean, hey, still.
Yeah, he's still making it. He's going to get a good shot here. Kevin
Yeah.
Holland, always love to see him.
Aaron Pico coming back, his second fight in the
Nice.
UFC after
I
he
like
got
that Pitbull fight for him.
brutally spinning elbow KO'd.
Gamrot? Okay.
Gamrot Ribovics, that's a good fight. It's pretty good. I would say the prelims are actually better than most of the main card, honestly, for me personally.
When a UFC like card starts, what time does like UFC like turn on? Like, because there's so many fights.
I
Like
think it's
6.
Like, I think it's 7.
They might have moved it since Paramount.
Yeah, because the main card starts at 9 now, so I
Mhm.
think they start the prelims. They have early prelims, but I don't know if those are on Paramount Plus. Oh, they are.
5:30.
So technically
Shoot.
5:30. Yeah.
Anything? Wait, is that Kevin Gastelum? Wow.
Yeah, Calvin
He's
Gastelum.
still out here.
It could be his last fight. You never know.
Wait, is he fighting Luque?
Yeah, he's fighting Vicente
Dang,
Luque.
that's a
That's a-
veteran fight
Yeah,
right there.
that's a pretty
Shoot.
solid early prelim fight.
Okay. Wow. So I'm gonna actually maybe try to tune into this.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna try to watch some of it.
So yeah, super crazy week in terms of sports. March Madness just ended. Sabres in the offs.
Yeah, I'm gonna be on a high for at least the next week or so. I'm waiting for this parade. Already bought some merch. Merch is insanely expensive.
Yeah.
I bought a hat and a T-shirt. It cost me over $100. That's. There's got to be something wrong with that.
We have all this podcast money.
Yeah. Reagan in the dough here.
But to end things off, we're gonna do the Imposter game,
Yeah.
but a sports edition. So let's get it. So in case everybody or anybody forgot how this works, 3 of us are playing. So each of us, sees what we get. We either are gonna get a topic, 2 of us will, or one of us will get imposter. So I'm player 1, so I'll start it off with my 1-word hint, I guess. I'm gonna go Vikings.
Shifty.
Hall of Famer.
Bald.
MVP.
I'm going to go top 3.
We want to do 3 rounds, so this would be the last round?
Yeah.
Okay. It's Matt, bro.
Washed.
I
can't think of 3 things.
Boxing.
Oh my God. I don't know if I want to say records.
Okay.
All right.
Shoot. Okay. That round 3 just threw me for a loop. So we're going to point at who we think's the imposter.
Ready?
In 3, 2, 1.
Oh, so
okay, each of us has a vote. Should we explain?
Yeah.
I think it's you because you said boxing.
Okay.
You said, I know it's not you because you said Vikings.
That's true. It makes me think it's you now.
It's not me. I know for a fact it's not me.
But he did say Vikings.
Imagine
though.
we all have it.
Wait, did you have it like for 4 player or like did you?
Yeah. Did you put it for 3 players?
Yeah.
Or did was
So
no.
someone is impostering really well right now.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's probably you. He said Vikings, so I'm thinking it's you now.
But how would I know that it pertains
also,
to if it's Vikings?
At the same time, like before you said boxing, like Shifty just seemed like something they would give you.
Shifty does. Oh.
I'm not even kidding.
Here we go.
So he might have guessed it from us. Bald Vikings. What'd you say?
I said bald Vikings. I said like top 3 Hall of Fame records.
Plus, was he ever an MVP? I don't know.
I don't think so either. That's what
it was me. I was the imposter.
I
Okay.
knew it. Can you guess who it was?
It was Adrian Peterson.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
it was.
Adrian Peterson.
He was MVP.
What did you
Was
get
he?
after bald?
I got it. It gives you a little hint. It said like running back legend, and you said Vikings. I was like, it's Adrian Peterson.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And does he have a record? Does he have a couple of records? I swear to God,
I
he
know
does.
he came just short of the rushing
title
record.
Did he? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
You didn't know
Damn,
he
that
ever had a
was
boxing
fun.
match?
No.
You never saw him fight Le'Veon Bell? And he got knocked out?
No.
He got knocked out by
Damn,
Le'Veon Bell in a
Should we do
boxing
one more
match.
round and then call it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to keep it NFL?
Yeah. That was fun. That was fun. That was a lot of fun.
Okay.
So whoever's imposter's playing it very well right now. And I was like, they are. I don't.
I'm like a chronic like looking at people's phone, so like I have to turn my head the other way or else I'll stare at the screen. All right, here we go. You gotta swipe down.
Yeah, I keep messing that up. I swipe up.
I swipe up like every time.
All right,
Hey,
round
Matt,
2.
Start
I'm
us
up.
off.
Okay, give me throwback.
Dog. He's a dog.
I'm gonna say feisty.
Okay, give me 3-point stance.
Crabtree.
Not really his fault. But it is a good hint. Run the ball.
Commentator.
Analyst.
Commentator and analyst are crazy
They are,
back to
they are
back.
two different things, bro.
Lock up.
Okay. I think we know this.
I took a shot, y'all. I'm sorry.
I think it's Matt. Yeah. But honestly, you had pretty good things if you didn't say 3 points.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
like, it would have been tough.
Yeah.
It's either if it's a lineman, I'm in the clear. If it's not, I'm screwed.
What did it say for your hint?
Legendary defender.
Okay.
It just
That's
said
bad.
defender.
It was Richard Sherman.
Yeah, it was Richard Sherman.
Once you
Yeah.
said Crabtree, I was like,
Yeah.
drop a like if you
Yeah.
want some more sports imposter. Maybe we'll even like start an episode with it. Just
Yeah. that was
Absolutely.
a
I
lot
don't
of
know. Is
fun.
anyone here? Drop a like if you are right now on hour or minute 48.
What, this has been an hour? Oh my God.
Oh,
minute
Time flies
48,
when you're
y'all.
having fun.
So thank you everyone for tuning in to episode 12. Can you pull up your calendar real quick? See how many episodes we honestly have left this year?
What?
Like in the bottom right of your
Yeah.
computer or something?
Good thinking.
1, 2, 3.
Because how many Tuesdays are realistically
1, 2,
left?
3.
What are we done on the
4.
12th?
The 12th is
4.
exams, but I mean, if
We
can
could.
maybe do our final on the 12th or something,
Yeah.
depending on how our
So at
exam-
least 5.
Dang.
Yeah.
Or at the max 5, minimum 4.
So we won't
Yeah.
get to 20 episodes this semester, but we will next semester. And, we're going to finish off this year strong. It's exciting. So thank you, everyone, for stopping by episode 12.
Go Jays. Go Birds. Go Bills.
You already know. Go Blue.
Peace out, everybody.